My motto is always work smarter, not harder. And in today's live, I'm going to teach you how to apply for less jobs and get more callbacks and engagement from employers. Because the truth is that no one has time to be applying for hundreds of jobs and hoping that someone calls you back, applying for hundreds of jobs and hoping that someone sees your value and reaches out to you. We need to be more strategic about our job search. We need to be more strategic about our approach to our career development. And that strategy comes in knowing the insider knowledge about the job market and then how to apply that insider insider strategy around the job market to your job search. I'm Ashley. I'm the lead mentor with Mentor Me. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to apply for less jobs and get more callbacks and more engagement from employers. And why is this important? It's important because in this labor market specifically, right, we're in a tight labor market, which means that unemployment is low and there's just not as many jobs out there. The labor market is hot right now. Here's how to take advantage of this, hot labor market and, get in front of employers. The labor market is tightening and you really have to be more strategic about your job search more now than ever. And how do I make sure that I'm making the most of my job search, the most of my career strategy right now? So what's going on in the labor market right now is that unemployment is down. Baby boomers are not retiring, which means there's a tightening in the job market, right? Things are really tight. There's not a lot of movement, which is great for like society, right? We don't want lots of people to be unemployed. We want people to have fulfilling careers, ones that they want to stay in, so shout out to the boomers who are not retiring, who are hanging on to these jobs for dear life. Right? Like that's available to you. Boomers, this is not alive to shame you, but for those who are in Gen Alpha, Gen Z, and millennials, it makes it harder for you to find jobs. It makes it harder for you to find new opportunities because employers are not creating as many jobs. Baby boomers are staying in jobs longer and unemployment is down. So to get through that tight labor market, right? And let me pause here to say that I think that sometimes when there is a tight labor market, you feel compelled to just stay where you are. I'm just going to stay where I am. I'm just going to put my head down and do the work. I'm not even going to look for a job because Ashley told me that the labor market is tight, but that's the opposite of what you should be doing. It's just like investing, right? The best time to invest is yesterday. You always want to be doing the work yesterday, right? Or now so that you can reap the benefits of later. So even though this is a tight labor market, if you are overworked, underpaid, unfulfilled in your work, you absolutely need to be doing the work now to position yourself as an expert and to look for new opportunities because the labor market is either only going to get tighter or we're going to see the impacts of a major recession, which is going to make it even more challenging to find and secure a new role. So again, the labor market is tightening. How do I be more efficient in my job search? Or I'm super busy. I don't have time to be applying for hundreds of jobs. I don't have time to be networking with hundreds of people. I don't have the money to be going to conferences and trying to like smooze with people. Like I need to be intentional about my job search. I need to be intentional about what I'm doing in my career so I can make the most of it, right? So if that's where you are, if that's what you're experiencing, then this is really going to help you. So the first thing that you want to think about is like, it's a mindset thing, right? So you want to think about, you want to think about intentionality over just the art of doing, right? So a lot of times when people think about job searching, when they think about finding a new job, it's like, how many jobs can I apply to? How many people can I get in front of? How can I spew my resume and cover letter out to as many people as possible, hoping someone picks me? This is the wrong thing to do in a job search, right? Like, let me wake you up. Let me invite you into a new perspective. This is not about getting your application materials in front of as many people as possible and hoping someone picks you. Not in this labor market. Honestly, not in any labor market. It's all about being intentional and strategic about positioning yourself as the top candidate and positioning your level of expertise around the problem that you solve, right? So we really want to work on positioning ourselves as problem solvers, and we want to be thoughtful about how we can articulate the problem that we solve in the marketplace, right? All a job posting is, when you see a job posting, when you see a job posting posted online or posted on LinkedIn or posted on an organization's website, all that is a list of the existing problems that they have. They're saying, we have a problem doing this. We have a problem doing this. We have a problem doing this. We have gaps around this. And your job as a job seeker is to position yourself as a problem solver, to talk about the level of expertise you have solving like or similar problems over the course of your career and how you can solve their existing problems for them as well. That's That's your job as a job seeker, right? And the way that you do that when you're looking at these roles is that you really want to make sure that you are reviewing the job description, reviewing the job posting, reviewing, what you're seeing online, and assessing if you have demonstrated experience solving that problem or very similar problems over the course of your career, or if you don't, right? So it's like, yes, I've solved this problem before. No, I haven't. Yes, I've solved this problem before. No, I haven't. Yes, I've solved this problem, or no, I haven't. And that rule, right? You assessing that when you see a job posting, it's called the 70% rule. Let's say you see a job posting online and it has 10 bullet points. We need you to do this. We need you to do this. We need you to do this. You have 10 bullet points up there. And your job is to assess. Yes, I've done this. No, I haven't. And don't overthink it, right? A lot of times when I'm working through this with mentees, they're like, well, I've done something similar. I've kind of done that. Well, no, I haven't done that, but I've done this. No. We don't need to get in the nitty gritty, get in the weeds on these things. We need to just be clear about, yes, I have demonstrated experience solving this or like problems, or no, I don't, right? You look at that job posting, you say, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. If out of 10, you have 7 or more, that's a job I recommend you apply to, right? If you have 7 or more of the things on there where you have demonstrated experience solving that problem or a very similar problem, that's a role that you should apply to. If you have less than 70% or less than 7, right? You've got 6, you got 4. I'm not saying you shouldn't apply to the job, but I'm saying that it's not likely that you would be a strong candidate. And I invite you to focus on applying for jobs where you have 70% of the qualifications or more, right? This allows you to apply for less jobs. We're not out here applying for anything and everything. We're not out here applying for jobs that we're underqualified for. We're not out here applying for jobs where we're overqualified. We're applying right at that 70%, right? That ensures that we're also going to be fulfilled in the role. We're going to be challenged in the role. We're going to be able to do things that we have command over, but we'll also be learning new things. And that gives you the best chance to be positioned as a top candidate. This 70% rule is a game changer, is an absolute game changer for my mentees. I will tell you that when my mentees are looking at job postings and they're applying for roles where they're 70% or higher, they're 50% more likely to get callbacks for interviews. For those interviews, they're 80% or more likely to get the job offer. And many of my mentees are accepting those job offers when they get them if they're at 70% or higher. So really, this is the strategy to apply for less jobs and get more callbacks. You want to apply that 70% rule. And I think that for a lot of my mentees, I was just talking to about a mentee, and she was talking about how the 70% rule is giving her so much career confidence, right? Before, when she would apply for jobs, she would just look at the job and she'd be like, well, I can't apply for this job because I don't meet all of the qualifications, or I can't apply for this job because I don't have the years of experience, or I can't apply for this job because I don't have the degree or credentials that they're looking for. She was constantly feeling, like she was underqualified, like she didn't meet the qualifications, like she wasn't a strong candidate. Now that she's applying the 70% rule, she feels so much more confident about her job skills. She feels more confident about her ability to position herself as an expert. She knows the problems that she solved, and she's seeing that problem exist across many different organizations, many different industries, and she's seeing how viable, right, she is as a candidate. So I hope that this strategy really helps you think more intentionally about how you can position yourself as an expert. You do not have to meet 100% of the qualifications that are posted online. Your job is to position yourself to meet at least 70% or higher. If you're at 70% or higher, I want to invite you to apply to that role, right? Now, for strategy around how to position yourself as a top candidate in an interview, how to successfully negotiate that offer, how to be successful in the first 90 days, how to manage up, how to build a career that you're proud of ongoing, I want to invite you to apply to Mentor Me programs. I'm accepting new mentees in my programs, and I want to invite you to join these programs. Mentor Me programs are life-changing, and they really help high-achieving professional women advance their careers in really meaningful ways. So if you're a professional woman in corporate, in nonprofit, in educational leadership, and you're looking to make more money and have more impact in your career, now is the time to join Mentor Me programs. I was just talking to a prospective mentee today, and I told her that if she's looking to secure a minimum of a $30,000 salary increase, I need to be in a new role. I need to be making more money. I have major moves to make. If that's you, then I want to invite you to apply for Mentor Me programs now, right? And for you to be really intentional in building a career that you're proud of, one where you're driving impact and one where you're making more money and able to have a fulfilling career, the time to take action is now, right? The time to take action is now. So I invite you into mentorship. I invite you to get the support that you need. The first step in that level of support is for you to apply to Mentor Me programs. You can do so right on my website at mentor-me.org. So please do go right to my website and schedule a call. I'm looking forward to helping you and supporting you in your career development. That website again is mentor-me.org. That's mentor-me.org. And really, we need to work smarter, not harder, right? We don't have the time to invest in a job search that's not yielding results. We don't have time to be applying for hundreds of jobs and hoping something sticks, right? We simply don't have the time. That doesn't matter where you are in life, whether you're, at a place where you're like, I'm aging, I don't have time for this, or you're preparing to grow your family and you're like, I don't have time to be like making so little money, or you're preparing to buy a house and you're like, Ashley, I need to earn more money so I can get this down payment. Like wherever you are in life, no one has time to waste, right? And it really, we do need to be intentional about our job search strategy. And often that means applying for less jobs and getting more callbacks, getting in front of more employers, and just putting yourself out there, putting your resume out there and hoping something sticks, networking and letting people that you're applying for jobs and just hoping that they put you on. Girl, that's not strategy. That's not strategy. We need to have an intentional strategy. And if that's the kind of support you need, I invite you to apply to Mentor Me programs right now. Again, I'm accepting new mentees. So schedule that call with me today, right on my website at mentor-me.org, mentor-me.org. Thanks so much for watching. Talk soon. Bye.